this afternoon, like, let's see here, hold on. All right, you should be able to hear me. It's gonna be super windy this afternoon. So there's not many of the higher levels here playing. So I just thought I could run out to do some drills real quick. So I'm here just to do some drills. I got about maybe an hour, but I wanna go back to my Coach David's control grip. Hold on. Trying to get my bag on. Okay, we all good? Yeah, so, but kind of wristy. So I've been trying this grip. I've been trying this grip, which is pretty awesome, but I can't block with it. But Coach David's control grip, where it's in my holster, then I can block. And then I'm just gonna use a little more wrist today. So just practicing. Oops. I didn't have time to grab my Sparta bucket. So this is gonna be a boring video. You can just put it in the background and have it like a nature video while you're doing your housework. Because most of my time is gonna be just picking up these balls. So Coach David's control grip, this paddle's straight up and down. It's not down. Because I can do some cool slices and rolls with it down here. And then I get a lot of power doing more of a continental grip and tons of reach, but I can't reset as well as this one because everything moves so quick. The shorter lever instead of a longer lever. It's kind of wristy. I get some wrist snap. Gonna have to figure that out. That's pretty wicked. Woo, that's nice. And we're back. Back to picking up balls. So I like my bucket. I talked to the Oso, the head guy Oso, to fill my bucket full of Oso balls, but he hasn't contacted me back yet. I know they're sponsoring the National Pickleball League, so hopefully I get drafted. That happens April 14th. And then they're sponsoring that tournament, that tour with Oso balls. I emailed Electrum to see if they're looking to sponsor anybody, which they only have 3 pros anymore, so that's probably not their game plan, is to sponsor pros, but I contact them anyway. I mean, I could have tons of sponsors if I would do the Chinese paddles, because they contact me all the time. But and this is probably made in China, who knows? Designed in California. But they contact me all the time. All right, let's see. Load. That's two-handed forehand. Oh, one of my balls got crushed. That's funny. That's dangerous. So that's something new. So I'm constantly learning, right? Constantly learning something new, something to add, something different. I don't want to be a cookie cutter tennis player, cookie cutter player. They're easy to read. I want to be different. I got my new short game, my dinking system. We're working on that video. Me and Gordon and Shar putting that together. The next part is filming, I think. But we gotta wait for a time for my wife to be available. That's the hard part. It's supposed to be 50-mile-an-hour winds today, man. So that's interesting, but I don't know if I like it. That's what I want. That's ugly. I like doing both. I like slicing and I like just pushing. So I set it up. I go back, I go number four. Sometimes I'll do my bailout dink. If they come forward, that sets me up my hard across. That's out. I rarely do that shot. That's just risky. That's my favorite, just this, the slice, because I can follow through. Just like in a putt, some people short putt, they stop. That's not a good putt. A good putt is slow, small back, big follow through. Back when I was a golf pro. So I don't want to stop short, I want to be able to go through. That's why that cut, that slice is so good as a dink, because I can follow through. It's better. But I like to change it up. Different stuff. Okay. I get good top spin with that this way. I want to play Matthias Johansson. He's the best in the world at singles, senior singles. And if I could do that, oh, come on. Something different. I wonder if they'll ever go to this drop serve. I don't know. They sure eliminate people cheating. I mean, I don't know if people cheat. People don't cheat on purpose. Oh, not everybody. But some are borderline illegal, but it's too hard to call for refs, you know. The drop serve would eliminate that. Maybe they don't do it because it doesn't look as cool as a serve. And with the name Pickleball, it's already weird. Maybe, I don't know. All right, maybe we should talk about how that Kim Mong, she's a member of Lake Havasu Pickleball, but they live in Pennsylvania, I think. Talked about how the NPL was structured, the combine. So there was 40 men, 40 women, and we were all competing for, we don't know how many spots, but there was 2 men that are guaranteed a draft spot and 2 females that were guaranteed a draft spot. So basically we're all competing for that. And then anything after that depends on the draft of how many top players are already going to be drafted. I'm guessing they are not going to take more than 8 men and 8 women from that combine. That's my guess. Because there's going to be a total of 16 players per team, 6 teams, right? So 8 men and 8 women. So it's at 48. So 48 guys out of all the best senior players in the world that have signed up for the combine are going to get picked. So was there already 40 out there? I know they had a sign that had some names on it, and there was at least 12 men, 12 women who pretty much have already committed to the NPL, and they're definitely signed. You know, the best in the world. They're already the best. Witskin and Beth Bellamy and Scott Crandall and Scott Moore, and those people that have committed to play at the NPL. So how it was structured, it was day 1 and day 2. So the first day they broke us up into pods. I think there was 5 or 6 pods for the men, 5 or 6 pods for the women. And then they broke us up into pods of 8. So we just competed against our 8 people. We played 1 game for each person. So I played 7 games to 11, win by 1, on the first day, and I went 5 and 2. The 2, yeah, we shouldn't have lost, but it is what it is. That's just the day. And then the owners were out scouting you. Plus, one of the owners had Jennifer LaCour, Hall of Famer, scouting. So I like that they had players scouting, because then you can see the nuances. Because maybe if some of the owners don't play high-level pickleball, they'll see just somebody who can hit hard and think, oh, wow, that's a great player. But that's not necessarily, hardly any makes that a great player. It's the people that can construct points and that can set their partner up, I feel, is a great player. And that's what I'm best at. So that was the first day. So the first day, they were going to do mixed the second day, and then they decided to scrap it. I don't know why. So they went gender again, men's and women's, but they broke us up into a champion pod. So so all 40 still competed, but they had 16 in the champion pod broken up into 2 groups. And I'm thinking that top 8 group, if you see the players, it looked like they might have been the best players. I don't know for sure, but they were sure really good. So that was 8 and 8, and then that was the afternoon session. And the morning session, they had the other 24 play in their pods. And they said, nobody was out of it. Everybody could still get in. So I can't remember what Kim also wanted me to say. So we all competed. I did not start well. I did not do well. It was, who knows? There's no excuses. But I ended up winning 3 games, and I felt the games I won were against the top players. So that was pretty cool. I felt pretty good about that. So where I heard I ended up top 10, top 8 probably, because I was in the top 8 champions bracket. So I don't know what it was. But they were also going by personality, by how you can help the National Pickleball League, which my YouTube channel, I don't think anybody had a YouTube channel that touched mine, or my social media presence through my Facebook. I don't really do anything else, but I probably should do Instagram and TikTok and all that. But, I just don't. I do Facebook and I do YouTube. So the draft, I heard there's going to be 120 men, and I don't know how many women are going to get drafted. So out of that draft, there's already probably at least a guaranteed 20 that are guaranteed a draft pick. And then we're probably fighting for 20 spots. But out of those 20 spots, the people in the combine are going to be the lower tier, because there's already senior pros that are already playing on those circuits that are really, really good and have all that experience. So we're going to see. What I feel good about is there's nothing I could have done different. Nothing I could have done different. I did a 45-day training camp. I pretty much trained at least twice a day pickleball, and sometimes twice a day pickleball, and most of the times twice a day pickleball and a workout with sprints and stuff like that. Plus I went on fasting, I did a diet. So I've gained some of the weight back just off of that, because I do just a total down week afterwards. So now I start my diet back up today. And then, so I'm starting from a lower weight, so it should be easier for me. I never got down to that 190. I got 199 was my best. But then it was just too taxing not to eat and to fast and try to do 3-a-day workouts. So maybe this time I'll be better at it. But back to the NPL. For Kim, I think that was it. That's how it was structured. But what was really cool is it was fluid, man. They had a morning session, an evening session, and they just ran it like clockwork. Some days we played, or some matches you'd play one and sit one. Others you play two back to back and you might sit two. So it just ran so well. If they could run tournaments, that would be awesome. But of course it wasn't thousands of people, you know. It was 80 people. There's lots of people there watching. Lots of people there that watched my channel and said they were there just to watch me. That was pretty cool. But I think that's how the combine was structured. It was all 50 plus players, and now we just wait for the draft. And we just, I put in the work. I can't do anything different. I did my job to get ready for it. And then, you know, thanks to all the people that helped me get ready, of course, in Havasu. That was awesome. Because I could get to play, I mean, against 4-0, 3-5 players all the time. Those are the players here. We don't have any 5-0s. We got one pro that plays part-time, you know, and his schedule's different than mine. So hopefully I'll get with him this next round once I get, hopefully, drafted. And then it's for real, right? You got to play. You got to show up. Because I'm sure after that first year, they're going to cut people. After that first year, they're going to trade people. And more people are going to want to be in it. Because this was a first thing. And some people, me, I take the leap. I go for it. Man, combine, yes, signed up. I could pretty much guarantee I was one of the very first 5 people to sign up. Because I was waiting on that 10 a.m. Boom, I was signing up. So I wanted them to know that I'm serious. And they did, you know. They all gave me credit for, you know, some of them watched my 45-day training videos. They saw that I worked my butt off. They saw that I really wanted it. They saw, you know, I drove to Oklahoma to be in this first combine, to be a part of history. And that's what I did. So, you know, that's kind of it. If I forgot anything or if there's any questions, write them in the comments and I'll try to post in the comments about the NPL, National Pickleball League. It's going to be exciting, man. It's going to be exciting. The owners were cool. The owners were walking around, and I mean, you got to interact with the owners, you know, fist bumps. I made sure I got to know. I introduced myself to almost every owner. I think there was a couple I missed. Maybe the indie drivers I didn't get a meet, but I know the owners are into pickleball, man. They love it. And they have great plans, you know, just talking with the owners. They have great plans, and I just want to be a part of it. All right, thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. I'm just going to keep doing my drill session, but you guys don't need to watch it. Okay, see ya. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, then you know when I go live or if I post a video. It's free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, so go ahead and do it. All right, thanks. Bye.